Welcome to the series where I show you the best pro settings in Rocket League, and make sure you stay to the end of this video as I'll be showing you a secret setting I'm sure you've not turned on and it will help your ranked play drastically. But before I get into the video, make sure to like and sub down below. I'm trying to hit 40 likes in this video and I'm also getting so close to 10k subs. So make sure you sub down below, every single sub counts. And please sub to the channel, I'm getting so close to 10k subs. And I'll get into the video now. So in this video I'm going to be showing you Alpha54's settings. And I'll get into them now. I've not got his gameplay, interface, video, audio or chat settings as I couldn't find them. But I'll be showing you my ones that I think are the best. And later on in the video there is a few little hidden settings in interface and other settings like that that I think are really useful. So starting off, I feel like I changed input buffer. I'm not sure what default is, but I think I have changed it. So make sure you just fiddle around, see which ones I've got turned on or different settings to yours at home, and just try them out a bit. There's no harm in trying. But if you're experiencing no issue of your internet or anything like that, then there's obviously no point changing it. Now for his camera, he's got his field of view at 110. I actually see some pros have it at 109. You would think that there's not much difference between both of these. But even if you put it at 110, I've got it at 110. Experiment a bit with 109 as well. Just see what you like the most. I feel like that makes it a bit closer to your car. And obviously camera shake off. And if you've got backs mods, press on camera presets. I've not got backs mods, but if you've got backs mods, it's going to give you a whole list of all of the pro settings. Distance, he's got it at 270. This seems to be like an all-round thing for pros. Mostly every pro's got it at 270. His height, he's got his height at 110. I've actually seen most pros have their height at 100 instead of 110. That's because when your height's at 100, this is the camera and this is your car. It's more in line with each other. So it makes your general dribbles and everything really good. I sometimes put it at 110 when I'm doing flip resets, so it's more a bit over the top of my car. So this is just personal preference, as in settings as in general. So just experiment with 100 if you like your ground plays more, and also experiment with 110 as well. And I'm obviously going to keep it there because it's his settings. So now his angle, he's got his angle at -3. Every single pro settings I've done so far, they've all got that angle at -3. Which is just, I'm even going to change mine. I had mine at -4. I'm going to put it down to -3 now, as it seems like every single pro's got it at -3. So you need to make sure yours is down there as well. That makes it more in line with your car as well. I feel like that helps your general plays and mainly your dribbles and ground play. Now for his stiffness, he's got 0.35. The lower down the stiffness is, the further away from your car your camera is. And the higher the stiffness, the closer to your car your camera is. And it moves differently when you're boosting, when you're moving. And your camera's going to move more when it's at 0.35. I sometimes have mine a lot higher. I think it's a lot better to have it higher. But it doesn't matter too much. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. And his swivel speed, he's got his swivel at 3.7. Right here. Swivel speed downwards, it doesn't matter too much at all. I would have it around 3.7 myself, probably a bit lower maybe. But it doesn't matter too much. I wouldn't have it right up high. First Killer actually has his at 10. And I don't see how that is possible. Now transition speed, he's got his transition speed at 1. This is actually what I think is the best setting for transition speed. Other pros had it a bit higher. But you really want that just flick between your different cameras. And having it at 1 makes you have that flick. Now for the last two settings, I didn't actually have these settings from him. I couldn't find them online. So I'm going to keep demo transition time at default like this. And inverted swivel. Most people probably have it off. It comes default off. But I would actually recommend you turn it on if you're doing more flip resets and air dribbles. Basically what this does, it's how the camera moves on top of your car. So if, let's say you're doing flip resets, it's how the camera moves on top. And that also applies to long air dribbles as well. and this actually does help me a lot to freestyle. So if you're doing comp clip hitting or freestyle, I would always keep inverted swivel on. And if you're just doing ranked, you can just keep it off. It doesn't matter too much, but I always keep it on. Now for his keybinds, he's got literally everything default. He doesn't have arrow left, he doesn't have arrow right. This is what I have on both of them. And what he has is, he's got his normal arrow on square, and I think he just uses that normal arrow. Literally every single keybind is default. I'm not sure if the website I got it off was wrong, but he's got everything default. So just press square here and make everything default, I guess. But I really like having power slides on L1. I really like having arrow left and arrow right on L1 and R1. That's just what I think. But obviously he's the pro, so just make everything default. Now for a steering and aerial sense, both of these are at 1.5. Yep, both of them are at 1.5. I think this is really good. Some pros have it a lot higher. I think Monkey Moon has it around 4. First Killer has it right down at 1. And 1.5 is a really good middle ground. I wouldn't have it really high up. I think 1.5 is a really good balance for this. So just play around with it, see what you enjoy most. But I think 1.5 is a really good setting to have it at. His dodge dead zone is at his dodge dead zone 0.06. This is also a really good setting. There's a trick where you turn your controller setting all the way down until when you press throttle, your car doesn't move in a straight line. And you want the last setting possible where your car does move in a straight line. So let's say if I have it 0.1, my car is just going to go straight to the left. But if I've got it at 0.5 or 0.6, my car is not going to go left. And that's the setting you want it at. Now his dodge dead zone, he's got his dodge dead zone at 0.5. I think this might be default, I'm not sure. But just give it a go. And there's no harm in trying it. His settings are really good in my opinion, except the key bindings. I don't like that. But he's obviously the pro, so it works well for him. And he doesn't use keyboard, so all of this is irrelevant. And I've not got his settings for interface, but make sure you do carry on watching and make sure you do sub to my channel. So if you've copied and pasted these, make sure you do sub, as I'm getting so close to 10k. So sub down below. So now for the interface settings. I've shown you the camera and control settings. All of those are the pros players settings. But from interface onwards, it's my settings, and it's ones that I think are the best settings, as I couldn't find any details or anything online to get these pro settings from interface onwards. But carry on with the video, because there's a few important settings in these. So the first important setting I would change is the nameplate scale. It's originally at 100%, but I think it's pretty important for you to put it up to 120%. I actually got this off watching Rizzo's video, and he said that he puts it up to 120%, and I do feel like it actually makes a difference in comp. It makes you see your opponents easier. It's just all round better for comp in my opinion. So I would give it a go putting it up to 120%, as I feel like it actually does make a difference. Nameplate modes, default, match notifications. I think it has all when you start the game. So if you're new to the game, I would put this up on time updates only. It does make the screen a lot less cluttered, and it's just a lot better in my opinion for just playing in general. It makes the experience a lot better. And I think this is turned on originally. If you're new to the game, make sure to turn that off. And team colored boost meter. If you've seen people play on like TikTok or YouTube or stuff like that, some of the time their boost meter is a bit different colour. A lot of people ask me, why is it that colour, or how do you make it that colour? And I see a lot of comments on other people's videos saying, how is it that colour? And that's because this is normally turned off and you want to turn that on. I feel like that actually makes the game look a lot better in my opinion. So make sure to turn that on, as that actually does make the game look really cool. And everything else in here is just default. So now on video settings, everything's on performance. Having everything on performance does make it look a lot better in my opinion. You might see some of the pros have like high quality, performance, quality or whatever. But I feel like most of the time, if anyone's got those settings on, it's to make their game look better for you to watch it, if you know what I mean. So when they're playing by themselves, they might have everything on performance. But when they're recording their videos or they're live streaming, they have it on quality to make their game just look better for the audience. So I feel like just keep it on performance. If your computer's really good, maybe change a few settings to see what you can get away with. But I feel like it's more important for your game to run smoothly than look better. So make sure to keep it the basic settings, and after you've kind of got your PC working well, then make the settings a bit higher up. And obviously this is high quality, otherwise your game is just going to look rubbish. Now I'd have master volume up and I'd have gameplay volume up. I don't really see any point of having these ones on as well. But I'm just a player that just plays without audio. I mainly do freestyle, so I don't think it's necessary to have audio. But for comp, it's actually pretty important to have audio on to make sure your master volume stays up. Actually, I'll leave it here for now for you. Actually, no, I won't. It's like... But there's nothing else in this settings that are not default. So now for chat, I would also change this to teammates only a lot of the time, as there's not actually any point speaking to the other team really, and it just makes everything get toxic. So just keep it on teammates only, and everything's just default here. Nothing's different at all except from these two up here. These are different. And now for the quick chat, this is my quick chat, but it doesn't really matter too much. Just do whatever you want. I never use quick chat, but this is my ones if you're wondering. And now I'm going to show you a few of my presets. I actually think that the preset on your card does actually matter and depends how you play. For example, if I'm playing with one like this, I might not play as well as if I play with this one. So I've just got a few paint finishes for you to try. I always play better with Metallic Pearl or Exo. I don't know why, but I just always play better with Exo or Metallic Pearl. So I'd give it a go. And if you pick Metallic Pearl or Exo, I'd always pick black as the secondary and also pick quite a dark colour for the primary. I just always play a lot better like that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's placebo or what it is, but I would give it a go yourself. Then for the boost, I always use black standard. I always think black standard's the best, just in general play. I mean, obviously, I feel like if you had one like this, you just wouldn't play as well. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but I would give it a go yourself and try it out. Then also for the trail, I always find myself playing better with just a normal classic black. Or you can use light speed black as well. That one looks pretty good. So I think just the more basic your car is, the better your play. I really do think that. So I'd just mess around with these different decals and stuff as well, and see what you best play with and just give it a go. And that's everything for this video. So make sure to sub, as I'm trying to hit 10k subs, and it's going to help me a lot if you sub, as every sub matters. Hit the like button, as I'm trying to hit 40 likes in this video. And also YouTube recommended you one of these videos, so make sure you go and watch those videos.